Beloved, what you are hearing in this moment is not sluchai, and it is not to be dismissed. Something has been watching, patiently, quietly, waiting for the exact second to pierce through the heaviness, the doubt, the unseen fog that settled over your spirit. And that moment is now. This is not comfort. This is instruction. Not soft encouragement, but precise direction for where your life is turning next. Because in realms you cannot see, a shift has already taken place. What was hidden is being uncovered. What influenced you in silence is being exposed. And what once felt confusing is being brought into alignment. The questions you carried alone, the battles you fought without understanding, the answers you searched for in the dark, none of it was ignored. Heaven saw it all. And now, light is entering the places you could not reach. There were things you were not shown before, not because you were forgotten, but because you were not yet ready to carry the weight of truth. Some doors remained closed, not out of denial, but because time had not yet ripened. But now, the voice of God speaks plainly, not to overwhelm you, but to lift you. This revelation will change how you think. It will sharpen how you see and strengthen how you move. When the time is right, I will make it happen. Let that settle within you, because clarity is no longer distant. It is arriving. Chosen one, there is a question you have carried in silence. It finds you in the quiet hours, when the noise fades and truth becomes unavoidable. Why did people leave? Why did connections collapse after you gave everything? Why did you find yourself standing alone when you expected support? Hear this carefully. That was not cruelty. It was intention. What felt like loss was divine strategy. You were not separated to be diminished. You were separated to be strengthened. Familiar spaces began to shrink you. Comfort started to weaken your courage. And voices you once trusted began to drown out something greater. So they were silenced. Some people could only walk with the version of you that remained small. They could not follow you into depth. They could not survive your growth. So they fell away. Not because you failed, but because you were evolving. Isolation was never rejection. It was revelation, unfolding. You were brought into stillness so you could finally hear, without interruption, without pressure, without needing approval. In that quiet place, identity begins to heal. Discernment sharpens, character deepens, and purpose becomes undeniable. You thought you were abandoned, but your environment was being rearranged for clarity. You could not see your strength while surrounded by those who needed you unsure. You could not recognize your authority in spaces that reduced your value. And you could not step into purpose while tied to what resisted your growth. This was never about what you lost. It was about what you were becoming. Refinement requires fire. It requires distance. But its purpose is purity, not destruction. And now, something is awakening inside you. You feel it. A restlessness that refuses to let you settle. A quiet dissatisfaction with a life that once felt enough. It is as if your soul has outgrown its surroundings. There is a pull towards something deeper, something unseen, something your spirit recognizes even when your mind cannot explain it. That fire you tried to silence keeps returning because it was never meant to go out. That is not confusion. That is awakening. You were never created to simply exist, not to repeat cycles, not to live numb, not to shrink yourself to fit smaller spaces. You were designed to carry meaning, to shift atmospheres, to walk in purpose that extends beyond your own life. This is why your heart refuses to settle, because you were never meant to live small. Your purpose was not decided later. It was written long before you arrived here, before the pain, before the disappointment, before the resistance. Everything you endured did not disqualify you. It shaped you. It gave you depth. It built endurance. It carved wisdom into places comfort never could. The intensity of your battles was never random, because resistance often surrounds purpose before it is revealed. But now, what has been dormant is awakening. Gifts are resurfacing. Dreams are breathing again. Fragments of your identity are returning to light. Every lie that told you to stay quiet is being confronted. Every fear that made you hesitate is losing its authority. This is not a suggestion. This is an invitation to rise. You are not who you were. Restoration does not take you backward. It reveals who you have become. Your presence carries weight. Your voice matters. Your life will touch places you may never see. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to bring light. And now that this calling is awakening, nothing will remain the same. Listen closely. The battles in your mind were never random. They were intense because your identity carries weight. Before you even understood your calling, it was already recognized. That is why doubt targeted you, why your worth was questioned, why your confidence was tested again and again. But every lie is being exposed. Where you were told you were not enough, truth now speaks. You were formed with intention. Where insecurity tried to weaken you, clarity restores you. Where limitation tried to define you, purpose overrides it. Chains are breaking, the fog is lifting, confusion is giving way to vision. You are no longer living from words spoken in pain. You are returning to what was always true. This is liberation. This is awakening. This is identity restored. And hear this without distortion. Your pain was never punishment. It was preparation. Every tear planted something. Every loss made room. Every delay built wisdom. Every pressure forged strength. What felt like breaking was building. You were not ending. You were becoming. And now, direction is being released. Rise, move, begin again without fear. This is not a season for hesitation. Doors are opening. Opportunities aligned with your purpose are appearing. Grace is positioning you beyond effort. Even if you stumble, you will rise, because you are not walking alone. You are supported by heaven itself. Your life is shifting. Your identity is awakening. Your future is opening. This is not just encouragement. This is confirmation. Your next season has already begun. Walk forward with fire in your spirit. Walk forward knowing it is already aligned. And if something within you recognizes this truth, do not stay silent. Let your spirit answer, I receive it. Because this is not the end. This is the beginning of revelation.